Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you clicked on this video, I thank you guys so much. I ask that you watch it all the way through to get your amazing clarity, amazing confirmation, and all the things above. So we're gonna go ahead and start on another reading. We're gonna be doing a manifestation to see what are you gonna be manifesting today. What is it that you're wishing to manifest, or what is it the spirit would like for you to repeat back to yourself so you can manifest going forward. Okay, so I've started this thing. Before we start reading, I've started this thing where after I cleanse the energy, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull a card or like a little small message for you guys. Whatever I pull, that's what it is. That's what's gonna hopefully resonate with you guys. And whatever the message that it is, I just want you to take that and then just have that room for thought or food for thought. So we're gonna go ahead and cleanse the energy first. Vibration. Excuse me. Alright guys. Alright, so hopefully your vibrations been cleansed, hopefully everything's been good. Alright, so here we go. So we got now I-10, nothing, none of that. So y'all see that. Physically impossible damn near for me to see this. What we got? Expansiveness. Expansiveness. Or expansiveness. There you go. That's your message for today. You just gotta flip it around. Expansiveness. Ooh. Expand among the horizon. We're gonna take your message. We're gonna put it in your singing bill. Expand among your horizon. You know what I'm saying? Think bigger. You're expanding your mindset. You gotta be expanding your possibilities. Expanding mainly your mindset. Expand how you think. Expand like if for an example, if you're like, yo, I could graduate high school, expand that. You could graduate college, you know what I'm saying? You could open up your own business. Or, for an example, you're like, yo, I could get a job. I'm like, yo, you can get your own business going. You see what I'm saying? Expand your mindset and expand your possibilities. Because once you expand your mindset, you immediately expand your possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what you guys got here, though. Let's see. We're out right into this manifestation. See what you guys got. See what spirit has in store for you guys to manifest this morning. It's a magical morning, you know what I'm saying? Every day is a magical day. We wake up, we get to it. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. Alright, that's it. Alright, spirit, just asking that you cleanse his cards. I'm also asking that you allow these messages to come through clearly and efficiently to whoever who's watching. Allow it to resonate with them. Allow it to also give them the assistance and the confirmation they need for their reading to generate and throughout your day and their lives. Thank you. Amen. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's get it. Expand. That's your message for this reading. So make sure you guys are expanding your thoughts. Make sure you're expanding the way you think. You know what I mean? So you can enhance your abilities better. Alright, spirit, what messages you have for us? Oh. What messages do you have? Alright, so the first one is talk less, feel more. This is what Spirit wants you to know. Spirit wants you guys they want you to make sure that you're doing less than talking. You know what I'm saying? If whatever you're trying to achieve right now, you've been seeing that you've been like procrastinating on it, you're kind of or you've been talking a lot about it, but you haven't really made a move. Spirit should ask you guys to kind of budget on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about it a lot. You know what I mean? You're talking about these moves that you want to make, these moves that you plan on making. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and attempt to make these moves. You know what I mean? Go ahead and see where you can. You could take baby steps. It doesn't have to be all to be like if For an example, example, you're trying to open up a business. It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, go ahead, bodybuilding, rent the building, get all these stock. It could just be, all right, why you know what you want to do, like, cause you're talking about it, you know what you want to do. All right, I already know, so you already know what you want to do. That's stage one. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's get all the back end stuff that doesn't need financial stability, stuff that I don't need stock for, stuff like anything that you wish to do, stuff that you don't have to really put your physical self in there. You could be at home. While you're home and you're on YouTube, you could be looking up anything that's on the back burner of whatever you're doing. Like, for example, you got to see what exactly you need to do whatever you're trying to do, what equipment you're going to need, what, you know what I'm saying? Get all that knowledge out, because what you're doing is you're doing something called research, right? You get all your research put in place, so then when the time's right, you could attack it, you know what I'm saying? You can make it happen. So talk less, feel more. Get more passionate about your subject that you're trying to manifest. Get more passionate about the things you're trying to bring into your life, the things you're trying to change, the things you're trying to do. Like, you feel me? Get more passionate about that. Find ways, take baby steps towards them goals. You know what I mean? Talk less, feel more. Stop talking too much about it and jump into it. Jump into the water. You know what I mean? So that's very important. Thanks, Spirit, for the message. Spirit, the messages you guys got for us. What other message you guys got? Next one I got is reflect on your priorities. This is a big one. We get so caught up in doing things that we love, we forget to do the things that we need first. This is very important, you know what I mean? Ensure you guys are doing the things that you need to get done, so when you do the things that you love to do, they become, like, you don't have to worry about, like, for an example, give a perfect example. Something so simple could be like, remember when you was growing up and your mama used to be like, when your daddy or whomever was a guardian or somebody that watched you, used to be like, hey, make sure the dishes get done, you know what I mean? And then, we often want to go play the video games, or we want to watch TV, or we want to play with our friends. But something so important as the dishes, clean the dishes ensures that you have clean dishes for next time. You know what I mean? Because nobody really wants to eat on a dirty plate. It also prevents roaches and rodents and all of that, right? So let's say, I'm going to put in a perspective. Let's say you're a football player. Like, you love football, right? I can show you how doing dishes would affect, not doing dishes would affect it either way. So let's say, for an example, you just got this football bag, right? The soccer bag. Boom, you like playing soccer, you like playing football, however way you look, however way you look at the name. So you like playing this certain sport. You got a sport bag. You're ready to get your, you know what I'm saying, ready to go play your friends. You just got this bag, and in this bag is some brand new cleats, right? Brand new boots, ready. Boom. Okay, cool. You don't do the dishes for days, right? Your mama or daddy or what I was saying. You don't do the dishes or whatever. You didn't do them for days. Days went on, they just let it slide, right? They didn't even try to enforce it. Let it slide. Roaches came on through the house. They done ate up your boots, you know what I'm saying? So now it affected your fun. Now you don't even want to do the football anymore. Now you're so pissed because if you would have did the dishes, there wouldn't be no roaches. Without the roaches, you know what I'm saying? You could have had fun with your cleats, but now your brand cleats are ruined. I'm just saying that as a general example. I know that's very like unlikely to happen, but what I'm saying is doing things that you don't like, that you need to do, and if you kind of put those things on the back burner, like your priorities are not intact, you're gonna end up affecting your fun because it's gonna build up, right? Your needs are always gonna be there. You're always gonna have to eat. You're always gonna have to do chores. You're always gonna have to handle your responsibilities. Otherwise, these responsibilities, these things that people might view as problems or whatever, they're always gonna be wrong. Your children are always gonna be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Your responsibilities are always going to be in your life. So you got to handle that first. Anything like fun, like anything that you consider a hobby can come and go. Like sometimes we be switching up on hobbies. Sometimes back in the day we used to play sports. Now we might play video games. Now we might go out with our friends. Now we might, you might isolate yourself reading a book. So those hobbies always switch up, or they tend to, switch up now and then. They go from less time to more time, whatever it is that you're into. But one thing that don't switch up is chores. you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sleep. You gotta use the bathroom. You gotta admin. You gotta clean yourself up. You gotta take showers. All of these things are needs, necessities. You see what I'm saying? So it's important that you reflect on these things and then you're discussing them to yourself and making sure that you handle all your needs before you even begin. And it's a thing called balance, you know what I mean? You can do it in between, like you do a little fun, a little bit of chores, a little bit of fun, a little bit of things, a little bit of that, a little bit of boom. But make sure that you reflect on your priorities. Make sure that you are sorting what you need to sort out first and foremost before you even think about, all this fun stuff. Make sure you sort that out. Don't neglect it. That's the whole point of this. Never neglect your priorities because they will build up because they have to get done. Like there's no way around it. They gotta get done, right? Okay, thanks Spirit for that message. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? What other message you got for us? Okay, Jesus. That's a big jump. What other message you got for us, Spirit? What other message I got for us? Okay. Oh. Alright. Believe in your good luck. Right? You gotta believe in your good luck. And this could be, listen. Believing in your good luck is like this. You gotta know you do have a system put in place from the universe that gives you that these things are gonna happen. You know what I mean? You get that butterfly feeling that, oh man, I'm a win. Or, you know what I'm saying? Is a reason why you have these mini predictions of you seeing yourself as a winner. You seeing yourself, successful. You seeing yourself in, with the person you want to be with, the people you want to be around. You got to enhance that. You know what I mean? You got to build on that. Like, okay, you want a certain thing in life, right? You want to go out there and get it. You get a butterfly feeling that you're going to achieve that. So now all you have to do, by believing that you can, you apply it, right? For an example, if you want to make world champion or you want to graduate college or whatever, you believe in yourself and believing in the good luck, in a sense, the thing that you feel like you are gonna accomplish, you will then automatically apply yourself because you're gonna have so much tension built up, believing that you can make it, that you just end up it's almost damn near robotically, like you just do it like anytime, like you feel me, you're just on it, you're on it, you're not wasting the time with it, so it's like it just ends up happening by you believing, having a little bit of faith and believing in that gut feeling that you're gonna make it. That gut feeling is like good luck. It's like you believe in the the luckiness or whatever the case is. You just believe in that type of situation. You believe it can happen. So that's important that you make sure that you honor that. Make sure you honor that fuzzy feeling you got inside whenever a girl comes up and you're like, oh, I can achieve that. I can make that. You feel me? You're gonna eventually they're gonna put the time and the effort and the energy and all of that within it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up putting all that within it and then you're gonna end up making it. Just from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just from believing in that gut feeling that you got inside you and continuing. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Spirit. What other message you got for us? Thank you, first and foremost. What other message? You heard Spirit talking back in the horn? Spirit, what other message you got for us? Alright, the next one we got is work through your feelings. I know this can be often hard, you know what I'm saying, if you guys are at work or you guys again, situations where everything seems like everything is going in the shingles or everything seems like it's going downhill, right? One thing I've always adapted into is working through my feelings, right? One saying I used to say is don't allow your feelings to determine your actions. A lot of times we often, like if your people's whatever say something to you, we often react. Now I'm not saying you can't react, but just make sure that you react in a controllable manner. Like don't take things overboard where it didn't need to go. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes people even say little things. You can be petty and say little things back, but just make sure you're not doing nothing like where it's gonna affect you going up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Or affect your whole life because of their negligence or their not negligence, their their negativity or whatever the case is. So when working through your feelings, you just want to kind of calculate in your brain, like, yo, is this worth, like, you feel me, is it worth it? That's when you come into an altercation. You're working through it. You're thoroughly telling yourself, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you at a grocery store and somebody bumps their card. You feel me? The cards, they bump it. You ain't gotta go crazy and get all upset. Like, you feel me? You just like, alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? Move on, working through those situations. Also, if you're at work or if you're not feeling too good, you're trying to get your work on, you're trying to read a book or whatever, and previously before that, you wasn't really feeling like it. What I always do is I just think of something. I just put on some music or whatever, put on some nice, if you're not in the area where you can play music, just think of all the good thoughts, think of all the positive messages that you can share with yourself to be able to work through that day, to be able to get through it, because it's not a matter. A lot of times we feel like, like, for an example, you see like an athlete and they look like a healthy, they look like they're in a good spirit. Sometimes even they're not in a good spirit, but they work through that and then they end up, succeeding. So it's sometimes it's there's rainy days that are meant to break you, just for the universe to see if you really want what you say you want. Like, you're going to work every day, and there's little moments, right, throughout the day, or little moments like this day, throughout the week, this day happened, and by Friday, like this thing happened on Tuesday, then by Friday something else happened. There's them little moments within your day and within your week and within your years that tend to want to break you. Like, universe tests you and sees, are you who you say you are? Like, this is a challenge for a reason. These challenges are for to see how bad do you want it. Are you gonna do it even when you don't feel like it? You know what I'm saying? So that's called working through your feelings. Are you gonna do it? Are you still gonna work even though you don't feel like it? You know what I mean? So ensure that you guys are working through your feelings. Ensure that you guys are giving yourself positivity, positive message. Anytime there's negative altercations, make sure you prep for it. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Make sure, like, if you're a guy, you know what I'm saying, you want to defend yourself, or you want to defend, make sure you're doing that training. Make sure you're training your mind and your spirit most of all, because you do not want to overreact and put your hands on somebody that wasn't even a threat. They just talking, they wasn't even gonna swing on you or nothing, right? So you want to make sure that you put yourself in a position to override all of that, override all any negativity. Make sure your mind is strong. Like, I would suggest, if you're gonna be exercising, make sure that you're also educating yourself. If not the same, more. You know what I mean? 24/7. Even when you're on training, educate yourself, educate your mind, and educate your soul. Like, make sure that your spirit is right fit. And when it comes on to these rain days and these situations, these negative inputs, try to have the most positive outcome as possible. Yeah, you can argue. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're human. We're gonna go back and forth and all that. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna defend ourselves, but at the same time, try to have as much positivity within your outcome or within your response as possible. When I say positivity, I'm saying just try to match the energy. Like, try not to go overboard, or not even try to match the energy, but just try to make it to where it's going to have a better outcome for you, right? Just think about all these things. And also, remember, these situations that occur are only going to make you stronger, right? It's a test from the universe to see if are you going to give up? Are you going to feel like you don't want to do it no more because you don't feel like doing it at this moment? Are you going to feel like, oh, I shouldn't do it no more? And things like that. Like, it's times where I, like, you feel me? I rather sit down, or like, I would have this mind, this person in my head, or this, you know what I'm saying, this voice saying, nah, you can sleep in. But see, I'm got things so I'm gonna do that. I can't sleep in. I'm gotta get up, I'm gonna make some videos, you feel me? I'm gonna go, do my training, do some reading, you feel me? Just do things that's going to benefit me. You know what I mean? So when I get a certain age, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I wanna be every day I wanna be comfortable where I'm at. I'd rather be comfortable where I'm at than comfortable on a couch. Like, and that's just real, like, you feel me? Because after you, like, shoo away all your responsibilities, and that's why they say reflect on priorities. After you shoo away your priorities, and you don't handle your business, you feel bad after. Like you really do. I don't know how much times you guys ever like decided not to do what you were supposed to do, and then you felt bad. The dishes wasn't done in the night before. Now you wake up in the morning. Now you gotta do all them dishes. Nobody wants to do all them dishes in the morning. Do them the night before you when you're tired. Just do them. You know, get them out the way. You ain't even gotta dry and pack away. You could just wash them and then leave them all to dry and then dry them in the morning. But that's half the job done. At least because if you're washing, dry, and pack away, at least you're just drying and packing away in the morning. Or if you're really, you know what I'm saying, got a drying system done, you're just packing them away. But at least it's like if it's not 50%, at least it's like 70%, 75% of the job done. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, if it's not 75%, at least it's 50% done. So that's what I meant to say. At least it's half or a little under half or whatever. It's more done than you needed to do, just by you even attending to it and working through that stage where you didn't feel like doing it, right? Okay, thanks, Spirit, for this message. Okay. Spirit, what other message you got for us? Anything you need us to manifest? What else you got for us? Yeah, make sure y'all working through whatever you need to work through. Attend to the details. This is important. This is real important. Let me tell you, right? Attend to details. It's like the things that you don't really see, right? It could be like sharpening your skills, I would say. You ever seen like a painter and the wall will be painted, but like the wall will be painted, but then you step back and you'll see like little spots, or if you're washing your vehicles and you'll see like that little smudge, you know what I'm saying? Or if you ever see, I know you guys are seeing like legitimate painters like that actually paint pictures and portraits. They attend to those little small things. Attend to details is anything that you can, anything like once your priorities are done, you know what I'm saying, and you had your fun for the day. I want you guys to sit in bed and reflect on your day, right? Reflect on anything that you feel like you can actually work on, right? Like, okay, I could like really like right like develop yourself a plan, a system that allows you to target that thing that you're trying to work on. Like, I don't know if it could be speaking, it could be learning a new language, whatever it is that you feel like you could sharpen your skills on. You know, like look into it, develop yourself a plan, and make it happen. You know what I mean? Sit down, get your notebook and pen out that don't fail you. Write it down. Okay, cool. Look, I can. If you're trying to improve your health, okay, look, I need to start. I need to start initiating. I need to make sure I'm gardening foods in the house because a lot of times, you know, you open the fridge, you're like, man, I want to eat a carrot. You ain't even got no carrots to begin with, so you need to go out there first and foremost and make sure you develop yourself a plan, right? You're gonna initiate this plan. Like, okay, I want to eat healthier. Okay, let me make sure I got this, and this. Write down a list of all the things that you need to eat healthy. You're attending to the small things, right? This is called attending to details. You're writing a list. Instead of you going in the fridge and saying, I wish I would have had a salad. No. Before you go to the grocery store, write a list. Or you have a plan, you want to eat healthy. Write a list of all the things you want to eat healthy. Put them in the fridge. Look up recipes. Now you eating healthy. By the big girl is eating healthy. The small things is writing the list, getting the groceries, all those little miniature things. But the big overall goal is eating healthy. So by you attending to those little things, those little details of the big goal, you've accomplished this big goal because it took like 3 stages to eat healthy. For one, you had to write it down, develop yourself a plan and write down the grocery list. Then you had to go pick up the groceries. And then you have to make sure that was in your house. See what I'm saying? And make sure you was looking at recipes too. So it's like all these little things took place to make this overall goal. So you got to make sure if you have a goal, have a large goal. If you want to be fit, you got to go ahead and you got to do a workout that applies to your body weight or that you feel comfortable with every day or at least 6 days a week or whatever the case is. However, you know, how fast, it depends on how fast you want to get it, all of that. So You develop a plan and you work on it every single day. Working on something every single day is attending to the details to get this overall goal. That's what we're trying to get, right? So yeah, make sure you guys attend to the details of those things. Thanks, Spirit. Okay. For what other messages you got for us? Alright, next one is honor your feelings. Remember earlier I was talking about the butterfly feeling that you be having sometimes? Whenever things might be going right or wrong, you gotta honor them type of feelings, right? If you feel with intuition like, yo, I'm gotta get up out of here, or yo, I'm gotta make this move, you know what I'm saying? Honor that. Because they ain't there for no reason. I would rather follow my instinct than follow any logic or facts or whatever the case is. I'm gonna think logically, but at the same time, I'm gonna let that instinct override. Like if I'm for an example, if I'm with somebody, right, and I'm like, yo, I need a move, like, you feel me? I need to get up out of this area, whatever. I'm gonna get up out of there. You feel me? Because my gut is telling me to get up out of there. So the battle of following your gut, because they do say your gut will essentially help you to survive. You know what I mean? Also, not even on a negative light, but also on a positive note. If you're feeling like you gotta try this new journey, or you gotta go take this trip, whatever, you getting an intuition from somewhere. That's the universe speaking to you. You gotta go ahead and make that happen. Like, you know what I mean? Because you never know the outcome of it, yeah. But at the same time, it could be a great outcome. You never know if you don't try it, right? So make sure you guys are honoring your feelings, any intuition, any butterfly, anything that's like in your system, and that's like trying to guide you or trying to direct you to a certain position or a certain place in life. Make sure that you guys are looking into that stuff. If you're feeling even a certain way about a certain person that you shouldn't be, or that you feel like your feelings are telling you shouldn't be really messing with them, then stop messing with them. You're feeling like you should eat more foods or you should stay away from certain foods, go ahead and do that. It could be anything. Just whatever the case is right now that you're feeling a certain way about, and you need to switch jobs, you need to switch positions in your job. Whatever the case is, try your best to make that happen. Now, I understand that sometimes it's not up to you as far as like the corporate world, but you do have a choice to you might have to leave that job, that specific company, and go to a different company to find where you need to be at there. You know what I mean? Whatever your gut feeling is telling you, and you start seeing red flags, especially because universe don't give you that. They'll give you that butterfly feeling, but then they'll also send red flags your way. Like, for example, if you're working in the corporate world and then your manager starts to do weird stuff, now it's like, all right, cool, red flag. Okay, now your coworker start do stuff, red flag. You feel me? Boom. Okay, cool. Let me get up out of here. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Put an application for a different one or whatever. Let me start my own business. Let me start my own journey. Whatever the case is, whatever you are interested in doing. Make sure you guys are honoring that little fuzzy feeling that you have inside. You know what I mean? It's better to honor it than not, because if you don't, you're gonna wish you did. You know what I'm saying? If you did and it didn't seem like to what it was, then hey, that's, you know what I'm saying, it's a hit and miss, but guess what? It prevented some, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just there for show, you know what I'm saying? So it's always better to follow your instinct. This is your human characteristic telling you, the universe telling you something's going on, something's about to happen. You might as well follow it. You know what I mean? You don't get them all day every day. So it ain't a feeling that you get all day every day. It's something you get reversed or spontaneously. It's just like this. So might as well follow it, right? Might as well follow it. All right. Thanks, Spirit, for that message. Spirit, what other message you got for us? Okay. Next one is release your blocks. If there's anything that's blocking you, this could be any negative thoughts, right? This could be any people that you're hanging around that they're kind of distracting you from what you need to do, right? If you're always trying to advance yourself, and you have certain people that want to always play and party and all of that's a distraction. That's a block. Negative thoughts is a block. right? You want to make sure that you're releasing this type of distractions, this type of blocks, this anything that doesn't suit you or suit your purpose or benefit you or your purpose in life. Make sure you're releasing those blocks from it. Now, not all things that prevent you from doing also, let me show you one biggest thing. Like, if you have kids, your kids will never be a block. I want to put that out there. Um, that goes back to priorities. You know what I'm saying? What I prioritize, like I said, kids. You know, I see some people saying kids. You know, kids stop me from doing what I wanted to do in life. Once you have kids, that's it. Like, whatever you wanted to do, you can still do it, just at a smaller scale. Like, you gotta focus on your kids first, and that's where the priority card comes out. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to say that just in case, just to get that out there, get that mess out there. So blocks is like negative blocks is like people, you know, that you don't that's distracting you, things that are distracting that are not a priority. I'm talking about things like TV, things that you can live without. You can really live without it. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt you. But priorities obviously are like, you know, cooking, all of that stuff you need to do. So blocks is just anything that's distracting you that you could be using wisely for your time. Like, instead of watching TV for an hour, you could really be putting that to your craft. You ain't gonna miss out on nothing on TV. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Even with YouTube, even with watching me, you ain't gonna miss out on nothing watching me. Like, this is the benefit. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you guys some good information, but at the same time, I would rather you guys go ahead and handle your business than watching me all day. You know what I mean? This is real because when I get off of her, I'm handling my business. So it's only fair that I let you guys go ahead and handle your business. You know what I'm saying? So release any blocks, release anything that's not in your best interest, not in your best favor, not gonna benefit you in the highest power. So release them things, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of those, you're gonna slip up because you're human. Sometimes you're gonna get distracted, sometimes you're gonna find yourself watching a short. It's like them shorts on YouTube. You ever see them things that be like 30 seconds to 3 minutes? You have it where you're watching these videos and you're scrolling up and then you get distracted. And then over time it becomes 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Now you still got to work out, or now you still got to read, now you still got to do what you got to do. I'm just saying those two things because I do them every day. So it's like I'm just speaking on things that I do, so as an example. But it could be anything, right? Replace that with any hobby that you do. But either way, you still got to do these things that you want to do. So then it's like you're 30 minutes behind your schedule in a sense because you got distracted, and that's okay because we're human. But the whole point of getting the situations where you got distracted is to minimize that the next time. Like, instead of getting distracted for 30 minutes, next time you learn from you only got distracted for 15 minutes. Congratulations. See what I'm saying? But make sure that you're keeping that in mind and making sure that you're doing your best to deflect blockages, deflect situations that are distracting you, that's not in your best interest to get to where you want to get to in life. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you're doing that. All right. Thanks, Spirit, for that message. Spirit, with actually doing a deck of 8, I always say this in my video, I do a deck of 8 for the symbol of infinity sign because I do feel like, our lives, even after the human, like after on Earth, I feel like it's a continuous cycle. Like, I feel like we go to the stars and we become, another planet and all of these things. So I do a deck of 8 as a kind of a thing for the infinity sign. That's what I like to do. Okay? Spirit, I always promote, do what you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? Thank you for that message. What other messages do you have? Let's see that last message. What's one more message? Let's see what Spirit's saying. Oh, reveal what needs to be seen. See, the key word is needs, not wants to be seen. Some things in life ain't, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be seen, or you know what I'm saying? But the things that need to be seen, it doesn't matter whether it wants to be seen or whatever. Like, you might, like I said, friends. You might want to see your friends as helpful, beneficial, all of that. But sometimes you might need to see these people like that. People that really ain't your friends. People that might just be maybe using you, or, might be distracting you. Might be, you know what I'm saying, people that just want to hang out and party. They don't really want to, feel me? They don't want to uplift you. They don't want to see you really grow. Like, you know what I mean? Just distracting you from handling your business. Every time it's time for you to handle business, they come around, they distract you. That is a distraction. So you need to see that. You might not want to see it, but the key word in this situation is need. A lot of things that's right here on this deck is needed. Priorities needed. Believe in your good luck, needed. Work through your feelings, that's needed. Release your block, needed. All these things are needed. So make sure that your what it says, reveal what needs to be seen. If you see it, you gotta look at all the red flags. Oh man, every time I want to do something, this happens or this happens. Okay, I need to see, or like certain family members that really ain't rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? You see the red flags. You need to embrace that. You need to say, okay, cool. I see how it goes. I see how it is. So let me back off. Let me stay away from it. Let me just focus on myself. And you'll trust me when I tell you, you'll come out in a better way once you start to embrace the red flags that's happening, and you start to move accordingly to that. You start to cut off some of the people. I'm not saying you gotta like F you, because they might not even know what's going on. They might not even be up here right or spiritually inclined with what's going on. So they might not even comprehend what you're trying to tell them, but what you do is you just show it to them like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm just trying to do my thing. You ain't gotta say yes because that's your friend. You ain't gotta go out clubbing if you ain't really want to. And if it's a distraction to you, nah. Do your thing, like, you feel me? You feel a lot better, like, you feel me? And then just make sure that you just let them know, listen, bro, sis, I appreciate your offer, but boom, 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 boom. They might not understand what you're really trying to go, but make sure that you are revealing that you are is whatever. This could be any toxic family, relationships, or anything like that, or any positive messages you've been getting that you need to embrace, anything of that nature. You need to reveal it. You need to embrace it. You need to acknowledge it. You can't just sit there and just let it play off and then let it roll off your shoulders like it don't mean nothing. You gotta make sure you're on that, right? That's gonna conclude for your reading, your general reading for this morning. Well, as you time of this recording this morning, or this reading for your day, if this is the only reading you're watching. But regardless of that, thank you guys. Regardless of the time of the recording, that's what I meant to say. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do. Thank you guys so much for even just waking up this morning and handling business, doing what you guys gotta do. Any good deeds that you guys did, any good advice you guys give, any uplifting person. You don't always have to uplift people too, as long as you're uplifting yourself. What I mean is I don't feel like just you're not necessarily less of a good person if you're not going around helping people. Because if you're just helping yourself and you're staying out of trouble and you're doing what you got to do, then cool, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. Like, the main thing in life is to seek happiness, seek growth, and seek the abilities to be able to maintain those things that you achieve. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end this reading off. I'm gonna send you guys off with some positive energy. So I'm gonna send these signals your way. I'm gonna do another, singing of the singing bill, and then we're gonna finish up. Right. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, I ask you to just give a like in the when you like the video. Also, after you subscribe and post notification if you would like to see more of this video and know exactly when I drop a video. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon.